Artem just got back from this press conference with Paulie Malignaggi. It's like the second time you've come face to face with him in recent months, and the second time something crazy sort of happened. What's your immediate takeaways to today's events in New York?
Usually those guys that always act brave, when there's a crowd, when there's people to hold you back, they're usually the biggest fucking pussies out there. And on the night, they run, they hide, and they don't want to know. So I just hope he brings that on the night. I hope that he lives up to everything that he is saying, because looking at his past fights, doesn't really, he's never bet anyone good. Anytime he faced somebody good, he got an ass whooping, and so I look forward to this. I look forward to meeting him finally in that ring and making him pay for every single thing.
So just to be clear, for people who maybe didn't see it, at the end you guys got into your stare down. He had an objection to you pointing your finger in his face, and it looked like he spat at you. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he tried to spit there or whatever. But let's be honest, I hate all this fake shit. Let's be honest. If we were left in a room, just me and him, would he, do you think, spit on me? I don't think so. He'd be broke up in seconds. That is a fact. It would take me, 2 seconds to take him down, and it would take me another 2 seconds to step on his neck and break it. And that would have been it. But here, and when there's the crowd, he's tough, he's acting this and that, and, talking a lot of shit. But I just hope he does the same. He has the same intensity on fight night.
I think fighters often have a lot of respect for each other, even if they don't want to show the public they do. But when someone does something like that, like spitting is pretty low on the class list, as it were. When someone does is it hard to even respect him at all?
It's hard to respect him. And again, this man here is supposed to represent the sport of boxing, the sport that's often called the gentleman's sport. There's nothing gentlemanly about his behavior. He's just a low-life scumbag that, spits on people, spits on people's work. Everybody's seen him spitting on that mural. That's his spat on someone's hard work, on someone's passion. That tells you everything you need to know about this guy. He's 40 years old. This is not a kid that's like 18, 17, acting stupid. This is a 40-year-old man.
Also, another thing you mentioned at the press conference today that I don't think people realise is he actually has asked for this fight at a heavier weight, and he used to fight at about 145, maybe even lower. Why do you think that is? And just confirm for us that's the case.
Yeah, he asked for the fight to be at 154. That's because he's lazy and fat. He's coming off a couch. He doesn't want to stop eating the pizza. Doesn't want to stop eating the donuts. He just. That's it. He's unable to even do it. It's not even he doesn't want to. He's unable. He's just a fat bastard. Retired. He's finished. When you're finished, you don't have that fire in you anymore. It's hard to keep the diet. It's hard to keep the training regimen. It's hard to motivate you when you don't have that fire burning anymore. And his fire is long gone.
You think this is just for the money?
Of course, he's broke. He's trying to, he borrowed his dad's suit, borrowed his dad's watch, trying to make it seem like he's got the money. But it is a well-known fact. He was in LA. He went to live in LA. He was splashing the cash, acting the big shot, and ran out of money. Had to move back in with his parents, and that's it. And that's why he is doing this at 39 years of age. I'm a boxer that is told, right, you have to do this bare knuckle fight now. It's not an appealing thing for him to do. I guarantee you that. Not when you're coming off a couch at 39 years of age. He only done it because he has to. He's got no money. If he had money, he wouldn't be doing commentary for a few hundred quid every week.
Looking at the fight itself now, I think he was saying that, he can brawl with it. He's had street fights in the past. He's not afraid of a brawl. When you look at his boxing career and you look at the guy in front of you, do you believe that, or do you think he's just telling himself that?
He's telling himself that what he's able to brawl. He was always, his whole career, look at it, he's hiding behind the jab. He's hiding behind the jab all the time. That's all he does. He has no power. He doesn't let the right hand go. It's nothing, honestly. I will whoop this guy easy. This is easy work for me, It's because there hasn't been many crossovers, so people, think that I'm coming into a sport that's completely unknown to me. But I spar professional boxers all the time. Ireland is a renowned place for very, very high level amateurs and pros, and I spar everybody. I don't take the easy road. I know how to earn a boxer's respect. That's only in the ring. And that's exactly how I do it. I get in there and spar with the best guys. So this guy is not going to offer me anything that I haven't seen. But I, on the other hand, am offering many, many things that he hasn't seen. There is no way he's ever sparred an MMA guy. He's never sparred a Thai boxer. He never wrestled, in his life. So he doesn't know what to expect. I might be an amateur, versus a wrestler in my wrestling. I might be an amateur versus a Thai boxer in my Thai clinch. But versus him, I'm an expert. I'm an expert in all those disciplines, and I look forward to exposing his weaknesses and showing the whole world, just how delusional this guy is, if he even believes his own words.
It's funny because I think with Paulie, boxing and MMA used to be at this feud, and I think that's kind of gone away a little bit now. I think both fans of the sports can kind of respect. But with Paulie, I really get the sense you're sort of representing MMA here. Do you get that sense at all, reading the comments on this stuff? Do you feel like you're fighting for MMA almost?
I think I'm representing the honest people, the good people, you know what I mean? People that know how to behave themselves, you know. And for all those people, I'm going to kick the shit out of this motherfucker. No, he definitely earned an ass whooping. And you can see, look at his past as well fights. When he got his ass whooped, he still didn't, you know, stop talking. He was still talking shit. He's just one of those guys that's just hated by everyone. I wouldn't be surprised if his own parents hated him, you know. He's just so easy to hate. He's just a scumbag.
And this is the first time, and I'll wrap up in a little bit, I appreciate your time. This is the first time we've spoken to you since you actually fought Jason Knight in bare knuckle boxing. Now you've had that experience, are you able to think, well, I know what I thought leading into the fight, and now I know what I know now. He's going to think you can do this and that. Are there any things that he thinks he'll be able to bring from boxing to bare knuckle that you know he won't be able to?
Well, that's the difference. He just thinks, I know. You know, because I experienced it in bare knuckle, and because I've had experiences with it from MMA. You know, because MMA is, in a ways, it's closer than even boxing to bare knuckle. You know, when you're at the distance, of course, boxing is closer, but when you're in close, it's all MMA. You know, the clinch, and also the fact that MMA gloves are small. You know, how they get through and all that. You know, all these things he has no clue about. And doesn't really have the time to find out. You know, he thinks that he's gonna do this and that, but the problem is when people get in the uncomfortable situation, they tend to tense up, and when they tense up, they tire out. So I look forward to him being very, very tired, come round 2 or 3 if he makes it that far, and then I'll just toy with him. I'll play with this guy.
So I guess the last thing is the cliche question, but a prediction for the fight?
Yeah, tune in. I'm gonna grab him by the back of his head, and I'm gonna shove my fist down his throat. He's going to make decent pay. I'm going to make 2 holes in his head. We all go home happy.
Thank you very much.